First, I want to get into feeding. So you talked about Build a Soil 3.0. Use that, and that has enough nutrition in it for you to get through the veg stage. Now, when it comes to feeding, what type of nutrients are you using? Are you using some sort of dry line or using bottled liquid line? And how do you go about feedings for the remainder of the grow there?
So I'm running Build a Soil stuff through and through. So all the amendments I use are Build a Soil. Off the top of the head, it's, Kuyaha extract, the Big Six micronutrients, root-wise, both the microbe and the biofos, the freeze-dried coconut water. And as far as top dressing, I use Kashi, Craft Blend, and then in flour, I use the Build a Flour top dress. And I'm doing that, on their feeding schedule, so it's once a week or every 7 to 10 days they recommend.
Got it. So full lineup of Build a Soil products. I've used the Craft Blend and the Build a Flour as well, and got some really, really great results off of it. And then using a whole bunch of other things as well. I got to ask you, have you grown with any other type of nutrients in the past? I know you've only been doing this for about 3 years or so. Have you done liquid lines? I'm just curious to know, like, if you've noticed a flavor difference going from like a liquid line, for example, to Build a Soil.
Yeah, I've only run Build a Soil, so no Athena, no any other bottle nutrients.
Okay, so no real comparison there. People ask me that all the time. They're like, "Hey, what do you think? Do you think organic really does have better flavor versus your bottled stuff?" Now, me, I've never really done a true comparison to where I can say, okay, this cut of this pheno growing with bottled nutrients and the same cut, same pheno was in organic inputs, and kind of comparing the difference or doing any sort of testing or anything like that. That's something that I'd like to do in the future. But people swear by it. People swear that if you're growing organically or with all natural inputs, you're going to get a better flavor than growing with bottled nutrients. So I think I'd ask if you what your thoughts on that was.
Yeah, and I've definitely heard that too, so it would be cool to do kind of a side-by-side comparison, see what the end result is.
For sure. So the Craft Blend, I assume that you're doing a top dressing right before flipping to flour, since you said you're getting through the veg stage, then you do a top dressing, you're getting into flour. Are you doing any more, like what's your application rate? And then are you doing multiple top dressings in flour or just once?
So I do one top dress a week prior to me flipping into flour, and then I will top dress one more time around week 3 or 4.
And so that first top dress, I assume, is Craft Blend, and the second top dress is Build a Flour. Is that right or no?
The first one is I use Kashi, Craft Blend, and Build a Flour, and then I just repeat that week 3 or 4. Yeah, and I think, doing that benefits me being in the smaller pot size.
Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, having the multiple type of inputs in there, yeah, I can see why you would go that way.
Yep, and then, if I've run some cultivars that are heavier feeders, so I will kind of increase their feed a little bit.
Yeah, you got to go by the genetics and kind of what they're asking for in a sense, because some are heavier feeders than others.
Right.
This clip is brought to you by Stash Nutrients. Use coupon code THESTASH for a discount on your order.